Let's go live to Queensland now. The Premier, Annastacia Palaszczuk.
We have 0 local community cases, which is fantastic news. We do have 5 overseas cases detected in hotel quarantine, which of course shows that our hotel quarantine system is working, picking up these cases. We now have 20 active cases. In the past 24 hours, 9,648 tests. Yesterday, Queensland Health did 10,192 vaccines, which is fantastic. And the walk-ins down at Logan, we saw over 800 people do those walk-ins, which is fantastic. And there are walk-ins again today at Logan. And we'll be looking at more walk-ins across the state as more vaccination hubs come online. So we've got 53% of eligible Queenslanders have had their first dose and 34.51% are fully vaccinated. As I said yesterday, and I'll say it again, this is our window of opportunity, Queensland, to get vaccinated. Make sure you register with Queensland Health or go and see one of the 300 GPs across Queensland that can vaccinate you, or drop into a pharmacy. Queensland is responsible for doing 30% of the vaccines. The Commonwealth Government is responsible for 70%. If we get more supply, we're happy to do more. So, we're working cooperatively together, and it's fantastic that the federal government has been able to secure those extra supplies, which I mentioned yesterday. Now, Dr Young will talk to you about the situation of that Beenleigh cluster, but that risk is decreasing, which is good news. I know a lot of people were coming up to me on the weekend concerned about whether or not we were going into a lockdown, but we've got less risk now. It's easing, and Dr Young will go through that. So another reminder again, use that check-in app. Remember, we had the issue at the nail salon where people were not using that check-in app.
Well, there you have it. That's Annastacia Palaszczuk there. No new community cases of COVID in Queensland today. There was concern around that Beenleigh cluster, but as we've just heard there from the Premier, those risk and that risk of that cluster actually getting into the community is reducing. So it doesn't look like Queensland is headed towards a lockdown. The vaccination rate is lagging though. Only 53% have had their first dose, 34.5% are fully vaccinated. And we heard there Annastacia Palaszczuk talk about the supply issue, which is soon, very soon, not going to be an issue at all.